What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so this was the other game, the other play-in tournament game that was played last night, and this pitted the Golden State Warriors against the Memphis Grizzlies. And going into this play-in tournament, these two teams basically had opposite finishing points as far as how the season played out. At one point in time, the Warriors were a team that was sputtering nowhere. And then, of course, during the midseason, there was a trade for Jimmy Butler. And at one point in time during that stretch, after acquiring Jimmy Butler, the Warriors won something like 19 out of 21 games during a stretch. And they looked so much better offensively. And they looked like the type of team that, although I don't have them pegged to win the championship, they're definitely a team that is dangerous. And they're capable of going to the finals. They could do it. We have to wait and see. But I just don't have them going that far. The Memphis Grizzlies are a joke. They're pretenders. They honestly, I think, are a team desperately in need of a rebuild. And I don't think Ja Morant's the answer in Memphis. Okay. Having said all of that, Ja Morant has had some strong performances against the Warriors. But if anything, and this is just my opinion, I think Ja has kind of regressed to a certain degree. And anyway, going into this game, man, I just didn't see any scenario where the Warriors were going to lose. There's just certain realities as far as the league is concerned. I'm not saying that the league is rigged, but there's certain realities. And, many times whenever I talk about the Warriors, right, one of the main problems is I'll say, look, these guys don't shoot enough free throws. Whenever they're playing the Lakers or somebody and they get outshot from the line 40 to 15 or something, then Laker fans or LeBron fans will say, well, the Warriors are a jump shooting team. Well, interesting how last night they shoot 34 free throws. Matter of fact, Steph Curry shot, I believe, 13 free throws himself, and Jimmy Butler almost shot 20. Now, uncharacteristically for Butler, he only went 12 of 18 from the line, 67%. So it's just interesting how in this game, they shot so many free throws. And then you look at the Grizzlies and some of their key defenders got in foul trouble, like Edey, Scottie Pippen Jr. fouled out. Their front court got in foul trouble. You just tell me, man. It's just certain things that you can, just from years of watching basketball, that you knew was going to happen in this game, right? But nobody really gives a fuck. And I don't care, because screw the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant doesn't play above his comfort level, in my opinion, when he's needed. He's inconsistent. And, congratulations to the Warriors. They move on they clinch the 7th spot. And so that means that they will play the Houston Rockets in the first round. Houston has the 2nd seed. And I would not be surprised if Golden State beats Houston. I would not be surprised if Golden State beats Houston and wins in an upset of that first round matchup. Now, of course, like the Atlanta Hawks in their Eastern Conference, it's not over for the Grizzlies. They can still make the playoffs. They will play the winner of tonight's Western Conference matchup between, I believe it's the Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. And I'm going to tell you something. Anthony Davis has to have the game of his life. He got to go out there because there's been too many times when Domantas Sabonis has outplayed him. Even, bro, you got to do it. You got to go out there, Anthony Davis, and play. Do it for Nico, bro. Because everybody keeps trying to blame Nico like the ownership wasn't for the move. But whatever. Go out there, man, and be Will Chamberlain. Please. Be Will Chamberlain. I mean, you got to go out there. It ain't just him, obviously. But, and by that, yeah, I'm favoring it. I want Dallas to win that game. But, you know, the Grizzlies will play the winner of Dallas and Sacramento. I'm assuming it might be Friday night for, or maybe Thursday night. I don't know, for that playoff berth. So, like I said, it's not over. Jimmy Butler had 38 points on 12 of 20 shooting. He also had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Steph Curry had 33 points, 9 of 22 shooting, 6 of 13 from three-point range, 13, a perfect 13 of 13 from the line. I believe that Steph Curry is not only the top free throw shooter in the regular season, but I believe he's also the top free throw shooter in the playoffs as far as percentage is concerned. He had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Draymond Green didn't really do shit. 4 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 of 5 shooting. Matter of fact, you could argue Draymond Green kind of cost the Warriors down the stretch. And to be fair, there were many calls down the stretch of the game that were going Memphis's way. And, you know, I don't know what's going on with the officiating in the NBA, but it just seems like the officiating sometimes supersedes the action that's going on the court. And this has become a problem under the Adam Silver regime, where you have these DEI reps who are out there in their feelings, you know, ejecting players like Luka when Luka's talking to talking to fans who talking crap to him. And, you know, he used the B word, and one of the female officials might think he's talking about her. She gets in her feelings and eject Luke. I mean, come on, man. People pay good money to see these stars, man. Not to see your ass use your little power to get these players ejected. Nobody wants to see that shit, man. You know, so anyway, for the Grizzlies, like I said, Morant had 22 points. Okay game, but, you know, they need more from him. In a game like this, man, y'all need to go for at least 30. At least 30. Desmond Bane had 30 points on 11 of 21 shooting, 5 of 8 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the line. But it was not enough. And Golden State Warriors advance and clinch the 7th spot. So anyway, what you guys think?